Okay, George. This tale is probably the most well-known of all of the ghost stories of Disney World. As the story goes, a young construction worker named George fell to his death while working on a high area of the Pirates building. Each day, cast members say good morning and good night to George over the PA system. And if they don't give him the respect he desires, it is sure to make a long day for them. The ghost is known to cause all sorts of mischief, such as shutting down the ride, causing breakdowns, making phone calls from an empty control room, and appearing on the ride monitors. Many guests have reported feeling a mysterious chill, especially in the room with the burning city where it is believed George fell to his death. His favorite hangouts are rumored to be near the pirate with the pigs, under the bridge of the pirate with his leg hanging over, and near the door known as George's door by the dog with the keys. Word of warning about George. There have been reports of guests going on Pirates of the Caribbean shouting that they don't believe in George, and have later found themselves stuck on the attraction for a long period of time due to a breakdown. Man with a cane. In this tale, many cast members working alone have said that they have seen a man with a cane riding the attraction late at night. When spoken to, he does not respond and then disappears out of sight. Who is this mysterious man? He is said to be the ghost of a pilot that died when his plane crashed in the 1940s into what is now known as Bay Lake. Several guests have reported seeing the ghost of Roy Disney on Main Street during wishes, smiling and seeming to be thoroughly enjoying himself. Spaceship Earth. This ghost story tells the tale of a little girl with long blonde hair and a young boy that are often seen playing together in front of the attraction as well as riding together. Tower of Terror. In this story, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror is said to be haunted by a former bellhop cast member that died during his shift on one of the loading platforms. The story goes that this bellhop ghost is known to appear on Platform D or Platform Delta, flicker lights, and freeze the attraction when cast members are trying to do their final ride through at the end of the day. And now time for the comments. I had a friend who said he tried pissing off George twice and both times he got quote-unquote punished for it. He states that one of the times he got the lovely 101 for an hour, and the other time he was sitting in the back row by himself and got hit on the back of his head and was soaked by the time he got off the ride. I recently experienced something quite strange. I have been searching ghost story forums. This past Sunday, as Disneyland was about to close, it was 15 until midnight. We had already rode earlier that day and night before. We wanted to sit at the very back of the ride as we believed it to be the fastest. My daughter and I had the last call. My husband and a friend in front of us. We were the last train that night. No one in line after us, and the park was closed by now, waiting to be at the end. After coming through the dark tunnel to the first uphill climb where the bats are and the water pools before the water cascade, I was looking up and to my left and saw the bats hanging from a tripod that was spinning. I am observant, trying to see anything I may have not seen on the ride before. After you see the bats, it gets dark for a mere few seconds to transition to the open area with the white lit up water pools. My husband goes, "Did you see that 3 times?" His friend says yes. I think it was something that hasn't noticed before. Then all of a sudden I get a very hard yank pulling my hair. I immediately turned around to yell at someone or see what happens, but there was nothing. We were the last train. I immediately tried to find a reason. Looking behind us on the track, perhaps a bat came flying off on accident and hit anything. I checked the surrounds for cast members, something that had fallen, anything. There was nothing. Freaked out at the top when I couldn't find a reason, I told my husband something pulled my hair. Upon exiting the ride, my husband said he saw a grayish figure in the shape of a person, looking like a man. He said 3 times, "Did we see it?" His friend said he saw it out of his peripheral vision. As soon as he looked at it, they said it dissipated and a cold gust of air blew around them. He said right after I said my hair had been pulled, my 7-year-old daughter ran to her nanny to tell her of the ride, never hearing my husband, his friend, and I talk about what had just happened. I didn't want to freak her out. She was on the side. They saw the figure. She then told me out of nowhere she saw smoke that looked like a man and it disappeared. I then felt my hair, which was in a bun. My hair is about 3.5 feet long. It had been put into a secure bun on top of my head. Hi, I always do this beginning every ride. I had a thick strand of hair pulled all the way out. I have a crazy one from Epcot. Back when they had the Norway ride, I was waiting for the doors to the show after you get off the ride when I saw some guy. He was also looking towards where you get out of the boats. He looked like he was wearing clothes from the early 90s. I remember saying to myself, is 90s styles making a comeback? I thought nothing of it, as I thought he was waiting to, until I turned around to go into the theater. He was not there anymore. I looked around the theater and did not see the guy. We just returned from staying at Port Orleans French Quarter. Our first night there, I couldn't get to sleep and kept waking up. All of a sudden, I heard one of the suitcases start to zip, and I looked over that way. Then I looked up at the ceiling, and a light traveled across the ceiling and disappeared. I grabbed my husband's arm, but he thought I was just seeing things. I never saw it again and couldn't find a way that could have happened. It was a very strange feeling. Okay, so I have to read this next one. I took a photo of my wife and kids on Main Street at the Magic Kingdom on Thanksgiving 2018. In the background, I can see an image of what appeared to be Walt, Diane, daughter, and Lillian Disney. Walt is at the top, his daughter just below him looking up at him, and Lillian at the bottom. I showed the photo to the staff at the town hall customer service desk near the park entrance, and they agreed that it looked like Walt, and they were not sure what his family members looked like. I googled the other images of wife and daughter and immediately saw the resemblance. I have ghosts in the area where I live and have captured several on video. Still photos and felt them touch me and felt temperature change when they are around. We just visited Disney in August of 2022. We stayed at Animal Kingdom Resort in a condo suite. While sleeping, I was awoken and standing in the glow of the bathroom light, I saw a full-bodied, dark silhouette apparition of a tall man with shoulder-length curly hair. I was not scared. I closed my eyes, and when I opened them again, he was gone. That's it for Disney World enthusiasts.